everybody, it's your old pal Gabe, or whatever you want to call me. So, to all those who don't know it, yeah, I'm into motorcycles and all that stuff. I generally have talked about it on my other channel before I stopped talking about logging for the longest time, but yeah, I've somewhat gotten back into the industry of logging. Because it's been my passion, it's been a real big thing for me since I was a child. What am I saying? Since I was a kid, basically. So, all those who didn't know it, my name's Gabe. I used to be called Logger on my old YouTube channel. I used to call myself Logger. And, basically, my story, my thing is, sometimes I'll have my change of outfits, like, today I'm wearing my work clothes, which is my logging outfit and stuff like that, which I go out in the woods in and all that stuff. In my spare time, during my time, during logging season, or during the timber industry, during the season of summer and fall, not during the winter, though. I drive log truck, basically, and I've actually gotten back into that industry, logging industry again. I work for these guys up here, J&R Logging Incorporated. I'm one of the backup log truckers. I used to be before I quit working for them. I went back to work for Rick Vance Trucking. He drives log trucks as well and all that stuff. So I really enjoy that. I've told people, this is kind of my story of why I'm in the log trucking industry and all that stuff, and why I've enjoyed it over the years. And talking about logging, for that matter. So, when I was a kid, I have a step-grandpa and uncles, and basically this is my mom's stepdad. Anyways, he raised me since I was a baby and stuff like that. So every year, when he started driving, for the longest time, he was on a road building crew. He would work on the logging roads and build roads. But what happened after that, he went driving log truck for the longest time. He drove for Rick Vance Trucking, which is a log trucking and dump truck outfit. Well, it used to be a dump truck. No, it is still a dump truck outfit. Anyways, he used to drive log truck for them. And then over time, he had to stop doing that, and he went to work for J&R Logging, which is the hat you see me wearing right now. So, over the years, I've been with him on the truck and all that stuff. I really enjoyed it. A couple years ago, I got cancer when I was about 10 years old. I was 10 years old when I got cancer. Beat it when I was 14 or 15. I don't remember. It's been so long. So, over time, what happened is I actually would go on the log truck. When I had cancer, I would go on the log truck. Even when I had cancer, I would go on the log truck with my grandpa. I would tell my mom and dad I'd be like, hey, can I go with grandpa on the log truck? And they'd be like, yes. And over time, I would do that until my grandpa started driving low bed for the longest time, and then he basically drove. Well, I got back with my parents, and I got basically taken into foster care and put with my dad's real mom. And over time, I would still go with my grandpa on the water truck, but unfortunately, due to some unfortunate events for him, he had to stop driving water truck. Because he drove load bed for a while, and then he did that for the longest. Then he drove dump truck and stuff like that. And then over time, he drove water truck. But unfortunately, due to some unfortunate events with the water truck, he had a heart attack and stroke. And he had to be transported to the hospital when that happened. I wasn't there, but I heard about it on the phone. Got in my pickup, kicked it into higher gear. My pickup's a manual, so I have a manual Ford Ranger 2003 or manual 2003 Ford Ranger. So drove that thing all the way to the Placerville, got to the hospital. My grandpa didn't look all that good. He didn't look all that great. He's really slow. He's not fast like he used to be. And the heart of he's still going. He has a respirator in his chest, but he has a hard time with that. He's kind of trying to take it easy and stuff like that. But he has, like my step grandmother said, he has a lot of determination. When he was a young man, he was about 21 years old. He lost his arm. It was his left arm. He lost his left arm in a pickup accident. He flipped his pickup on the side. It crushed his arm, and he had to be transported to the hospital when that happened. And they cut off the arm. He never used his prosthetic at all. But back to me. So I did that with my grandpa. When I was 18, I actually went to work out in the woods for the first time. When I was 17, I asked my boss, Robert, my future employer, Robert DiAugustini. I told him, hey, Robert, can I come work for you? He's like, when you're 18. So June 4th, on June 4th, that was my 18th birthday. I'm 20 years old now, but when I was 18, I came up to the shop. I had my resume and everything printed up. I had application for the job, which was rigging crew. I worked down in the brush. Awesome. The rigging crew guys, we actually do a lot of hard work down there in the brush. So I walked up to my boss, Robert. I told him, I'm 18 now. He's like, show me your ID. I was still in high school, but because I had cancer, I had to miss a lot of schooling and stuff like that. So it kind of took time out of my school years. But anyways, so what happened was I basically gave my boss, Robert, my resume. I gave him all my stuff, and I showed him it and all that. Told him, hey, here's my resume, here's my cover letter and everything. So I waited one day. He read it the whole day. So called me the next day. He said, you got the job. I basically was a chaser. I'd set unbelted chokers right in front of a yarder for a little while. I proved myself worthy to go down in the brush. I started going down in the brush on setting chokers and everything like that. I really enjoyed setting chokers in the brush. But during that time, my grandpa had the heart attack and stroke, and I was out in the woods, or I had just gotten home. And basically, today, I live in a care home because of some unfortunate events in my life, but I have changed my ways over time. But anyways, no. Thing is, logging has been a big thing in my life, and same with my grandpa and everybody else in my family. Unfortunately, because of that, it's been kind of hard getting back out in the woods and getting back in the swing of things. I've actually gotten fatter over time. Everybody can see my chin. They can tell I've gotten fat. Yeah, I got acne because I don't wash my face as much, but I really try. It's kind of hard. But anyways, no. The logging industry has played a very important role in my life. So has motorcycles and stuff like that. I'll show you real quick. As you can see over there, I have a tin sign right here. David Mann art right there and there. So basically, I have old David Mann art from Easy Rider magazines my mom gave me. They're all from the 80s era. And, pardon me. All those who don't know it, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm not like most YouTubers. I will show my face a lot. I don't like a lot of YouTubers out there, they will show their face all the damn time. But a lot of those guys either have facial hair or whatever. They can hide their acne and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I don't have any. I don't have. Last year when I had my I had a school device. I had just graduated high school this year. But like I said before, because of the cancer thing, I had to miss a lot of school. And I was 19 and I was still in high school and all that stuff. So basically, everybody would ask me, "Isn't that embarrassing that you're the only 18-year-old or 19-year-old in high school?" I'm like, "Yeah." But you know what I tell them? I'm like, it doesn't bother me, I'm like, I could just talk. I could. Thing is, my grandpa taught me, you could start up a conversation with any random person. You know, because heck, I'm gonna give you an example. One time, I was actually sitting there in line at Walmart. I had just gotten done with my job. I'm a timber faller, not a professional, but I do timber falling because well, I'll take it back. I am professional. I do it really good. But anyways, no. Thing is, I sat there. Was just getting something to drink. Because I was getting ready. I was just getting off of work. I was in Placerville. I was in the local Walmart, and I'm like, you know what? I'll stop in and get something to eat and a drink. So I got me a bag of chips and I got me a soda. Come walking out there. There's this woman. She looked like this young woman. She looked like she was having a bad day. So I started up a conversation with her, and then it sparked a really big one. Apparently, this young woman was having a bad day because her boyfriend broke up with her and stuff like that. I told her, well, he probably was not the right guy for you. He's probably, I'm like, there's a lot of other fish in the sea. And, she told me I was very right, and pretty soon, next year later, I see her again. She's with a new guy. And she waves hi to me and she told me, "You're right, that guy wasn't for me." She's like, "I found the best guy in the world." She hugged me. I shook the guy's hand. He seemed like a really nice guy. But logging, loggers, when everybody thinks of loggers, they think of guys that are like Paul Bunyan, we wear flannels, red and black checkered flannels with a beanie on and big beard. No, loggers, we don't look like that like we used to. Those are the lumberjacks. But we don't look like that anymore. We actually wear hickory shirts and cork boots with the spikes on them. And wear aluminum hard hats and we wear suspenders. And we wear cloth gloves and everything like that. That was the old original look of a logger. But logger is the more modern term for lumberjack, but logger is a lot more modern than lumberjack. But no, logger is like is like a thing. Everybody's thinking when they see a logger, he's a really mean guy. He's really mean. He's not really nice to anybody. He's kind of cruel. But no, not all loggers are like that. We sometimes will have our bad days, sometimes we'll have our good days. It doesn't matter. But it's like the way I look at it. Most people who work in the logging industry, hell, I worked with plenty of people in the logging industry. When I was in the rigging crew, I talked to everybody. I had a lot of people who were Mexican, a lot of them were white, and all that stuff. And I would start up a conversation with any of them, and they would talk to me all the time when I was out there in the woods. Hell, even to this to this day, I have a lot of friends who worked out in the rigging crew with me. They all still talk to me, and that's a good thing. Yeah. Anyways, to all those who don't know me, my name's Gabe, and this is my YouTube channel from Gabriel Oliver's old YouTube channel. That's mine. New. That's my old YouTube channel. This is the new one. So anyway, to all those, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, and make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. And make sure you hit that bell for the notifications. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.